What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Driveway. Texas Racing is back and we had the Driveway season opener this past Thursday. This is the P123 race and there are a lot of heavy hitters. We've got Dante Young, we've got Ama, we've got Lucas Burgoyne, all the Matador boys like Chris Tolley, Michael Garrison, Travis Longfellow, Justin McQuarrie. Anybody big in the Texas scene, they're probably here. Plus some guys from across the country. And it shows. We went very fast tonight. We averaged 29.5 miles an hour. And it was ripping. So here's the first lap that I got on the camera. I started it probably 15 minutes into the race. For the first 30 minutes or so, I did quite a bit of work up front, patrolling the front, helping pull back breakaways, probably doing more work than I should as a new Cat 2, but I was holding back a little bit just to make sure that I didn't get popped off the field. Little bump in there, but most of the night the race was pretty safe and guys were respectful. Charlie from Matador, Driveway Devo's big brother team, is going here trying to chase down the small break up the field, so I do my part to help pull through and then start to drift back. Really, this is where I decided, 30 minutes in to what I thought was an hour-long crit, I should go to the back and chill a little bit. So I drift back, let people come around just enough that I can get in the draft and recover some. As you see, my heart rate it's not pegged, but it is in the mid 180s, which is up there. See Dante Young come by on my left side and decide that's a good place to go. So I hop in behind him and David Ross, and a lap later, just over a lap later, we come through and they say it's 3 to go. Again, it's probably my fault. I didn't check and see how long the race was, but just made the assumption that the pro race was going to be an hour. And it was not. We ended up with 40 minutes. So unfortunately, at 30 minutes in, I drop back in the field and then immediately have to start making up positions because we only have 3 laps left. Still not in a bad spot. We've got Lucas Burgoyne back here, so that's a good sign. Juan almost eats it in that crack, but keeps it up. Good save, bud. But we're rolling along. It gets pretty quick going down that corkscrew and stretched out, so this is not the best place to make up positions. I'm waiting until we make the turn and are going uphill. It gets a little slower and easier to come around people. But this is not the ideal spot, at least for me, who has less experience than a lot of these other guys navigating their way through a pro field. Take the hot line coming in here, don't see that there's a dirt pile right there and have to hop it. Kept it up and everyone was just fine. But my buddy Kyle Anderson, Bikes by Kyle, told me that it was pretty wild to watch from behind. Rolling through here was awesome because my friends Hayden and Summer came out. I had my partner sitting on the sideline cheering with Lobo, her dog, and Ellis was yelling at me from the sideline as well. And here we have a bit of a bunch up, so I'm trying to keep on the pedals a little bit longer than the guys ahead of me so I can run into the field. David Ross making those Invies look good. And here is a great spot that I made up quite a few positions while everyone else went through a bit of a lull. I had that small group off the front, but it's pretty tough for any group to stay away in this field, especially first race of the season with all this firepower. Bit of a squeeze here as the field collapses over to one side. Ended up being all right, keeping it upright, and no issues. And I'm back up at the front, maybe a little further forward and a little sooner than I would like. Now I'm shuffled back, but I am right behind Dante Young, so not a bad spot, and we are rolling into the last lap after this chicane. and we're running into the last couple of corners. I'm probably 20th wheel or so not an ideal spot. People are floating back that I'm having to filter around. We slide through that corner at 31 miles an hour. We are flying. It's stretched straight out in a line. Cut through here and have to brake a little bit to not hit Jack. Get behind Dennis and just stand up and give it all I have. This was good enough for 16th place in the first pro race of the season at the driveway. I'm stoked with the result, stoked that I was able to do as much work as I did and still be there in the end. Now we just have to take what we learned and reapply it to the next race. Appreciate you guys checking this out. We'll see you next time.